Welcome back to the show. Today we have Lynn Marino back, who's going to share with us her very unique art. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Now you're with Alabama Designer Craftsman.
Right.
And you guys have another show coming up, right?
We do. We have a reception at Artists on the Bluff, and we're going to have 21 of our artists there with a few pieces of their work with a reception from 1 to 4 this Sunday.
Now you do gourds.
I do gourds.
And tell us a little bit about some of your work that you've brought today.
Well, actually, I'm a full-time nurse in a pain clinic at the Dolays Clinic, and pain patients are not usually happy patients. So to balance out life, I do a little whimsy with gourds.
Okay.
So I get the gourds, and there are many, many different kinds of gourds, and then I start working with some clay, and I never know what I'm going to get. This is Arlene. She's my dragon, and it's Arlene. I'm a reader. She came from the Dismals, likes to read, hides in libraries. She's been at the Birmingham Botanical Gardens in their library for a couple of months.
Now,
she likes her earrings. She's a sassy lady.
the embellishments here, is that the clay?
Clay, that's the dry clay.
Wow.
So you take the basic shape of the gourd and then start working with the clay and see what happens. There are many different kinds of gourds and shapes of gourds.
So how do you use this with your patients?
Oh, I don't. I use it
Okay.
for me.
Oh, okay. I understand. Because I can imagine with people being so unhappy and in so much pain that you need a stress reliever at the end of your day as well.
I do. And at the Dolays Clinic, we even take an art break once a month for the staff. And so we do different things, crocheting, knitting, and we'll be working on some gourds just for the staff to balance out the stress.
Yeah, I can imagine how stressful that might be. Now, I like this bowl.
Now this is called Southern Stitches. I'm starting to get sort of a little more serious, but they're different Southern sayings that we take for granted.
Don't ruffle my feathers, get her done.
This is my stomping ground.
That takes the cake. I like that.
And then it's done like a patchwork quilt, so I call it Southern Stitches.
I like that. And that's just a hollowed out gourd that
Hollowed
you cut.
out gourd. After you grow the gourds, you have to let them dry, and they get really moldy and wet because there's so much water.
Now, I remember you saying you grow these at your...
I grow some. They took over my deck. So some of the specialty gourds I end up buying at the Coleman Gourd Festival.
Okay.
And then you clean out the inside. If you don't clean out the inside, like this little fella,
It's a little rattle.
you have the seeds, and then you can take the seeds and grow the gourd yourself.
All right, now tell us when and where